This is a 2007 model Aston Martin Vanquish S. The battery on it is very low. I looked on YouTube for a video on how to change it, and although there are videos for DB9s and Vantages, there appears to be nothing for the Vanquish. So here you go guys, this is how you access and remove the battery. First of all, obviously open the car because the battery is behind the rear seat. What we need to do is move the driver's seat as far forward as possible. I'm trying to do all this with one hand and film at the same time. The battery is located under the rear seat there. Now other videos show you that that seat pad lifts out. It doesn't. What you need to do is go to the center here, take out that pad, and then there are two screws. This left hand one I've already undone, and then the seat pad lifts out. Now my friend is going to come and remove the battery. I'm going to go to the other side of the car and film it from there to make it easier for you to see. The battery is covered by this plate, and there are 10 bolts holding it in. What size are they? 8mm did you say?
10mm and 8mm.
8mm and 10mm. So that's going to get removed, and then we'll have access to the battery. So he just confused me there. He started removing bolts. I thought it was the seat base plate, and it was actually the rear backrest. So those two screws have removed that, and that lifts out easily. Now it is onto the base plate. There are two bolts that remain, and they're harder to get to, so we're going to do that with a spanner. There's also somebody kindly left a sticker on the plate which says the battery was last replaced in 2018, so that was first time around. Well, then it lasted just over. Fiddly little buggers, those two. But they're finally out, and now the plate just lifts out, and there you see the battery. Okay, now using an 11mm spanner and starting on the negative terminal, you undo that side first. Quite nicely located in there, almost as if there was a space set for it. The positive terminal has come off, and just tuck that to one side there. Now this is the awkward part, because this is heavy and it's going to hurt his back, which is why I called him in to help me. Okay, now there's actually a bracket at the base of the battery, 10mm screws, of 3 of which, and then it will be able to lift out. Voila, using the handles provided. Without breaking your back, lift it out of the car. This now is the new battery going into place. That slots in there like so. And then it's basically the reverse process of putting on the battery bracket and then reconnecting the terminals. Obviously removing the terminal covers first. Back in, connect the positive terminal first, tap it back up tightly, a little bit of extra protection there, although they don't really need to go back on. Negative terminal applied, and I can hear some juice coming back to the car. There's some clicking of the CD player behind me. And now the base plate goes back in. You don't need to see each individual bolt go in, so we'll stop here and then show you when the seat pad goes in. Okay, so all the bolts have been tapped up by hand and then tightened up with a spanner or electric drill, and we're just changing the date on the sticker for any future potential owner, and it's currently the 13th of June 2023. There, that's up to date now. And the backrest goes in next. Let me just get that. This is the backrest. You didn't see this coming out, but basically 2 brackets at the bottom, 1 at the top. There we are. Okay, Andy, turn that round, and that just hooks in on the back there, like so, making sure that the seat belt is in front of the seat. Solid.
Yep, done.
And next we'll get the base plate. I'll just, with those 2 screws go into the base there, so while he does that I'll get the base. We now have the base plate. That slides in there like so. Something obstructing it. It needs to come down on this side a touch. There we are. And then in the centre section, it's pretty obvious. That tightens up like that in there. And then this lovely little piece of trim goes between the seats. Hey presto, how to change a battery on a Vanquish S. So if that was helpful, please like the video, that would help my algorithm. What I need to do now, having changed the battery, is to reset the clock and reset the window. Initially I said I wasn't going to film this, but perhaps you don't know how to do this either. So this is how you reset the clock. You get a cocktail stick. There are 2 tiny holes at the base of the clock, and you poke it in, and voila, that is clock set. Actually, we've gone 2 minutes too far, so I'm going to go on the other side and adjust it like so. Now the windows, to reset the windows, ignition on, like so. The windows are down, put them all the way up, all the way down, and all the way up. That is how to reset the windows. Hope that was also helpful.